In single elimination games, little things make a difference.
And in a 2-1 game, it doesn't take much, does it? Good goaltending by John Gibson at one end of the ice. The Swedes make a couple mistakes in the second period. In the first goal, Rocco Grimaldi gets off the boards, gets away from Venberg. His shot ramps up the goaltender Lundstrom's stick. It's the second goal where the mistake is. Arneson looks up the boards like he's going to pass it there, takes a more dangerous outlet up the middle of the ice. It bounces off the centerman's foot, and Jacob Trouba throws it at the net. It hits Grimaldi. The U.S. scores twice, Sweden won in that second period. 20 minutes away from a gold medal are the United States. Can the Swedes push another comeback?
Their only goal in the game scored by Sandberg on the power play, but 5-on-5, the U.S. has dominated. Sent down the ice, and there's icing against the United States. And among our great sponsors on these broadcasts, McDonald's. And in addition to their sponsorship, they also gave us bales of certificates for meals here in Russia. I want to thank them for that. Kept the crew nicely fed. Right across the street at the mall.
And right down the street from our hotel.
Exactly. In fact, most of the clerks now speak English thanks to all the visits our guys have made. After the first week of charades,
it had to get better.
Yeah, it did happen.
All over town, the ordering.
Arvidsson pulls the puck out of the corner, and Arvidsson gets around Bardreau. Lays it down for Sandberg. Arvidsson peels back, slides it back to Bengtson. His shot was blocked by Pietila. And Bardreau circles back. Cole Bardreau has gone unpicked through 2 NHL drafts. The Cornell star works his way in and fires. Lundstrom makes the save on him.
Gord, you mentioned how the U.S. has dominated at 5-on-5, and one of the reasons is how solid they've been defensively. The Swedes have control of the puck. The U.S. just jams the front of the net. There's no room for the Swedes to go, and when the puck goes to the point, quickly Pietila gets to the point, so the Swedes have had some puck control in the U.S. end. They just can't find a way to get the puck to the front of the net.
The U.S. trying to become the 4th team in the history of this tournament to win the gold medal, losing 2 games. They're beaten by Canada and Russia in the preliminary round. Now Galchenyuk streaking in, fires, and Jusa got a stick on that and knocked it wide.
The U.S. has had a real solid tournament. Of course, they're in the gold medal game, but even those 2 losses scored, 2-1 losses to both Russia and Canada. They had plenty of chances in both games, yet after the loss to Canada, there was concern, could the team score? Were their forwards ever going to chip in, because their defense had carried a lion's share of the scoring?
And it was Phil Housley who steadied the ship and said, we're fine.
We are fine, and we will continue to play 4 lines. He moved a couple people around, including Jim Vesey, up to this top line with J.T. Miller and John Goodrow. But he said we're going to have to play a lot of hockey, and we need to play a high pace. And the U.S. has done that as they started to score with quite proficient results. 21 goals in the 3 games since those back-to-back losses to Russia and Canada.
Phil Housley has a great self-deprecating sense of humor about his own career, which of course was tremendous, 21 years in the NHL. We asked him before the tournament how he's instructing his defense to play. He says, I don't show them video of how I play it. And yet, as you would expect a team coached by him, their defense has been in the play the whole tournament.
They're so explosive, that defense. They skate well.
Now Goodrow walks in, sends it back in front for Miller. He misfired. Trouba shoots, kicked out by Lundstrom. And the rebound kicked away.
Excellent stop by Lundstrom. The turnover by the Swedes. Quick attack for the U.S., but Lundstrom was equal to it.
J.T. Miller out there now from East Palestine, Ohio, right on the Ohio-Pennsylvania border. And now Rask works in. That long shot goes high. And Goodrow has it. Away with Miller and Biggs. And Tyler Biggs had it rolled away. The largest community near East Palestine, Ohio, by the way, is Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, Ray. The hometown of Joe Namath. He's in the middle of football country there. He's a first-round pick of the New York Rangers.
Was a football player until the 9th grade or so, and then
I think everyone is there.
Yeah, and then focused on hockey.
Sandberg works his way in. Shovels it in front. Gibson down, and Sandberg couldn't get a one-handed shot away. Biggs has it now. And goes ahead to Grimaldi. Rocco Grimaldi in. Couldn't get a shot away, and Grimaldi back on it. Trying to center there for Trocheck. And Trocheck goes back to Murphy. Connor Murphy with a drive, and Lundstrom squeezed that.
The U.S. continues the pressure. 5-on-5. Here's the earlier chance from the point. Trouba walks into this. One stop by Lundstrom. It's the right pad and then cleared away. And then another point shot by Connor Murphy. Again, Lundstrom with the stop. The U.S. playing defense 180 feet away from their goal with some excellent forecheck.
Now Moline slides that down in the American zone. And McCabe plays it across to Jones. Jumping up is Colbert for Moline. And Pietla waiting for it. Blake Pietla plays for Michigan Tech University with his brother and a cousin. They just won the Great Lakes Invitational for the first time. The tournament held in Detroit. Michigan, Michigan State, Western Michigan, and Michigan Tech.
That tournament was supposed to be outdoors this year too.
16:30 to go in the third.
Closed captioning is brought to you by The Home Depot. Your Home Depot gift card gets you the gift you really want.
I don't think he's jogging. I just think he's in a hurry. Strangest thing we've seen here, well, the traffic.
Yes.
But when it was 25 below, birds everywhere. Even their birds are tough. Hogg fires that wide of the goal. Raquel on it. And Pietla picks up the loose puck, slides it ahead to Bardreau. And once again, the American players dump it in deep and get fresh legs on the ice. Banks it to Raquel. And Raquel almost turned it over. And Bankston slides it down to the U.S. zone. Still strange to see a Swede wearing number 5. As Galchenyuk works in, shoots! Knocked away by Lundstrom. Now Barber sends that rink wide. Trouba tries to kick it ahead. Any doubt in your mind, right? Never mind this season, but the next year, Jake Trouba's playing for the Winnipeg Jets?
No, not at all. I thought there might be one question about whether his foot speed was capable of playing at the NHL level. When I watched him last year, the difference year to year here has been quite remarkable, in my opinion, when I watched Trouba. He's mean enough, he can shoot the puck. He'll be able to move into a defense that gave up a pile of goals and shots in Winnipeg last year.
Freshman at the University of Michigan. And now Arvidsson works his way in. Arvidsson fakes, walks in. Wraparound try, Gibson down, the puck is loose at the side of the goal, Emil Jusic couldn't get to it. Now Arvidsson tries to step up, and Vesey knocked it by him. Jim Vesey's pass was off a skate. And it's gathered up by Sandberg. The Swedish goal scorer had that knocked ahead, Vesey in a race for it, and the pass misfired, it's icing.
The two smallest Swedish forwards, Arvidsson and Sandberg, have been among their most dangerous. Here's an excellent rush by Arvidsson. Zips around the back of the net. Look at John Gibson spread out all the way to make the stop with the right pad. Very, very quick move from the wing, getting around the back of the net for the position to wrap the puck. He's got 14 points, 5 goals, does Arvidsson, in the Swedish Elite League this year.
Plays for Skellefteå in northern Sweden, and Skellefteå, after years in the figurative and literal wilderness, is now a power in the Swedish Elite League.